Hi, it's Wednesday. I saw something where it said something about like 15 more Mondays until summer, so that's something to look forward to, guys. But hi, everybody. Okay, we already got a question. I love it. Okay, what's your question? Feel free to ask questions anytime throughout this whole entire live stream. Can I take protein while breastfeeding? Yes, you can. And I believe we actually have a reel out there of one of our influencers making her booby milk, her booby high protein protein drink. So, and I think we're also in the process of making a blog for that as well, talking about all the benefits and nutrients and everything. So I'm sure Salpy can correct me on that. She'll be, oh wait, I need to make sure she's moderator. As you guys know, Salpy is always going to be moderator. She's always my go-to moderator. Okay, let's make sure that she is moderating. How's everybody's day going? I don't know about you guys, but is this week going by slow for anybody else, or is it just me? Okay, we got some more questions. What times are the best to take your creatine? Okay, so I have talked about this in other live streams. It's a very, very important question because it is such a simple answer. You can take your creatine literally any time throughout the day. I literally work out in the morning. I go about my day, and I won't take my creatine until around like 6 p.m. every single day, just because I've drank enough water. But that's just me personally. Like, I want to make sure that I'm drinking enough water and being hydrated, so that way it's absorbing and just doing its magic with me. But you can most definitely take it right before your workout, right after your workout. You could take 1 scoop in the morning, 1 scoop at night. You could do a loading phase where you're taking, 4 scoops spread out throughout the day. But you only do a loading phase for about 7 days. I highly recommend that you check out that live stream. We do have it posted where I went into more detail about, the difference between just, having a patient journey with creatine like me. I just take 1 scoop a day. Or you could have a little bit of a more sped up version where you're taking 2 scoops a day. Or you could do a whole loading phase, but it's only for 7 days that you do that. And that just really kick starts everything, so it's active much quicker. But yeah, you don't have to take it at a time that works best for you, where you'll be able to take it every day, whatever's gonna help build that habit, whatever's gonna help build that repetition, because you don't wanna forget to take it. This creatine is something that you need to take every single day, even on rest days. So just take it at a time that is gonna make it easier and simple for you. That's why I take it at 6 p.m., because it's easy and simple for me. Is magnesium good for sleep? Yes, it is. Magnesium is great for sleep. It's also great for stress. I have anxiety, I have stress. I think everybody in this world does, and it just helps level out your moods, make you less stressed, go to bed, helps recovery. That's why we're really, really push it, because muscle recovery is huge in order to see results. So, oh yeah, Salpy corrected me. She was like, "You're." Hi, Juliana. Hey, girl. Love you. You're literally my OG girl here. But okay, I see. Let's see. I'm just gonna see if I could answer. I need help. I haven't been taking anything since I got pregnant. I want to know I can and can't take. But yeah, no. Literally all of our products. I think actually, did Salpy just answer that one? Okay, perfect. Salpy did. Awesome. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start talking a little bit about the 80-20 rule, but please, please, please feel free to ask questions anytime. Also, hello, look at my cute little corgi sweater. Do you guys have a corgi? I have a corgi. If you have a dog, leave a comment of what kind of dog you have. And first 3 people who leave a comment about what kind of dog they have, we're going to give you guys a t-shirt, okay? And if you are the first 3 people to leave a comment about what kind of dog you have, or what kind of dog you want to have if you don't have one, because I want everybody to be able to participate. But the first 3 people who leave a comment about what kind of dog they have or want, we're gonna send you guys a t-shirt, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. And then if you are the first 3 people, Salpy will take note of it. We'll just make sure that you guys do get your t-shirts and send it out to you. But I see nobody wants a free t-shirt. Hello, free t-shirt, guys. Go ahead and comment down below what kind of dog you have or what kind of dog you want. Okay, we got an answer. We got a pit bull. Okay, cool. No, I love that. Okay, you're getting a free t-shirt. Okay, Jasmine's getting a free t-shirt. Okay, there we go. We got our first 3 people to comment, and you guys will all get a free t-shirt. So if you guys were not the first 3 people to participate, no worries at all. I promise that's not the only thing I'll be giving away at the end by the whole time throughout this live stream. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the 80-20 rule. Please feel free to ask questions anytime throughout this whole live stream, whether it's one soul related, fitness related, your journey related, questions, or even the 80-20 rule. I want to be able to help you guys. I want you guys to be able to feel confident to see results. But thank you guys so much for sharing all the types of dogs you guys have. I need pictures now. I'm just kidding, but I love dogs, so cute. Okay. So the 80-20 rule, as you guys already know, I have my notes here. I want to make sure that I'm on top of it and not getting distracted because I'm already talking about dogs. So let's go ahead and get into it. A lot of the time, people, including myself, like literally myself, I had a big struggle with balancing the gym, diet, and everything. It was just not what it needed to be. And there's no like right or wrong way, okay? You know, you gotta do whatever's best for your life, whatever's gonna help make things simpler, more enjoyable for you to go and thrive throughout your whole fitness journey and life in general. Because being in the gym, going to the gym is a lifestyle, it's not a hobby. So you don't want it to be considered a diet. You want what your eating habits to be as a lifestyle. So let's talk about it, let's get into it. So, what is the 80-20 rule? So the 80-20 rule, there's many different ways to think about this rule because, you know, there's the 80-20 rule in the gym with your results. 80% of your results come from what you're eating. 20% of your results come from what you're doing in the gym. There's another 80-20 rule where you're talking about the balance of life in general. 80% of like, you know, your work, what you're doing, 20% doing your social stuff, clubbing, going out for drinks, partying, whatever the balance of life is for you. And then the 80-20 rule for like eating to help reflect your results. So you got 80% like, you know, eating whole foods, eating clean throughout the week. And you could also take a look at it as like a day by day, if that's something that's easier, you know, where you need to go like day to day instead of looking at like a whole week's worth. Maybe that's a little overwhelming. Totally get it. I know for me that feels that way. But you can definitely look at it day by day where, you know, 80% of what you're eating in the day is clean. You're getting your protein in, you're just overall getting your whole foods in, you know, you're nourishing your body in a healthy way, okay? And then 20% of what you're eating on the day-to-day or looking at it at a weekly perspective, whichever works best for you, is, you know, 20% of like, you know, getting those snacks in. If you're trying to go ahead and have an ice cream cone, if you're trying to eat chips or whatever the case may be. So you'll look at it that. And then like a way to think about it, but I don't really recommend it, is you could take a look at your like total calories and do the math, you know, what's 80% of your total calories and what's 20% of your total calories. And you can figure out like what the exact numbers are to be able to make sure that you're staying within that frame for the day. You could do that. Overall, the whole point of the 80-20 balance is to have balance in life. We don't want it to feel restrictive. We don't want you to feel like you have to do something, and you don't want to make yourself feel like you're not enjoying this process, because the moment you start doing that, which I struggled with a lot, like literally the first 3 to 4 years of my fitness journey, I've been working out for about 5 years now. Literally the majority of my whole fitness journey, I was literally not enjoying a single meal because I was constantly checking to see if I was hitting my calorie goal, my macro goal, making sure that I wasn't going over or being under. Like I would literally freak out. And if you guys have been with me now on these live streams for like literally since the beginning, I've been telling you guys about how my own journey has been. Up until like this point, it wasn't until literally like the last year, the most recent year of my fitness journey, where I finally took a step back and just enjoyed what I was eating. And that's exactly what you need, is just to find that balance. And that's what this is for, because it's more of a way for you to actually stay consistent and stick to what you love to do, stick to your routines, instead of constantly giving it that all or nothing. And if you guys have been here since literally the very first live stream where I talked about New Year's resolutions, the different types of people that go into the gym and their mindset, and one of those types of people is the all or nothing mindset. You don't want to go into your diet. It's not even a diet. We don't even want to call it that, guys. Just your lifestyle of eating, okay? Just think of it that way. But we don't want to go into it with an all or nothing, because if you're going into it that way and you start thinking like, oh, like I need to eat clean 24/7, I can't have any snacks, it's all or nothing. Like, but then the moment that you do have that one snack, you just like plummet, like your mind and everything just go out the window, and you start thinking about how much of a failure it was, like you didn't stick to your diet. And it's just like a setup for chaos in the end, with your mind, with the habit of it, with building that habit. And then now you're creating this negative association with, you know, eating right to having to restrict yourself. And we don't want that. That's the whole point of creating that 80-20 balance. So, I just talked a lot. If you guys have any questions at all about anything I just said, like please let me know. Feel free to ask in the comments. I know Salpy's helping me as well answer all those comments. But if you have any like, you know, like, hey Veronica, like I literally work 40 hours a week. I go to school, I have kids. I don't know how to find that balance. Like, we can figure it out together. Like, we can talk about it. Maybe it helps just talking to somebody to figure it out, because who knows? I don't know everybody's life, and I don't know if it feels hard to talk about it at all, but just know this is a safe space. We want to help you guys. We want you to be able to see results, especially like summer's coming up. Like, we want to be able to be in whatever comfortable bathing suit you want to be in. But please feel free to ask questions at any point in time throughout this live stream. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's talk about like some ways that people can go about their 80-20, like, you know, like when it comes to the weekends, when it comes to during the week, and what way to navigate it. So the first things first, what is the 80-20 rule? Sorry. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for joining. The 80-20 rule is basically just when, you know, you have your whole life in front of you, and you could look at it from like a day-to-day basis. You could look at it on a weekly basis. If you rather look at 7 days versus just 1 day at a time, totally up to you which way you prefer. But you just take a whole overlook of it, and you'll take up like 80% of, you know, everything that you're eating throughout that week, as long as it's clean, whole foods, natural ingredients. You know, you want to get the cleanest, bestest food in your body. And then 20% of whatever you're consuming throughout the week or day is going to be like, you know, your snacks, chips, ice cream, whatever the case is, more like not whole foods. So just finding that balance, because, you know, you don't want to restrict yourself. You don't want to go on a day-to-day basis thinking like, I can't eat this, or else I'm not going to see results. When you have that balance, actually, let me talk about myself. When I was working out like my first 3 to 4 years, and I was falling under this whole like inability of finding that balance and freaking out when I was eating, was actually when I was at my biggest, and was actually when I wasn't even seeing the type of results I wanted to see, like where I wanted the body fat to burn off. Sorry, almost choked. I wasn't seeing any of that. And it wasn't until I started to find that balance of like eating out and cooking my meals at home, making sure I got my protein in, eating my hamburgers from In-N-Out. If you guys have an In-N-Out, if you don't, please come out to the West Coast so you guys can taste it. So good. I'm sure you guys have your own versions of In-N-Out out there, wherever you are. But it basically hamburger joint. But no, like I literally will eat my pizza, I'll eat my hamburgers, but I'm also cooking my chicken and getting my greens in and making sure I'm hitting my protein goal. Like I'm doing everything, and I'm finding that balance. And I've never felt the like most leaned out version of myself, and I'm happy. Selfie, long live In-N-Out. No, literally love In-N-Out. Literally, my husband and I get In-N-Out every single Sunday. Like, it's something we look forward to. And that's what you need. Not every day is meant for you to restrict yourself. And that's the whole point of finding that 80-20 balance, where 20% of what you're eating throughout the week is, you know, catered towards the snacks you like, the food you like to go out to eat. And 80% of what you're, so I'm just seeing Salpy's message. And then 80% of what you're cooking throughout the week is coming from like clean foods, whole foods, natural ingredients, making sure you're getting your protein in, making sure you're taking your supplements. Obviously take your supplements every day, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're being a little bit, I am answering her question or this person's question. Yeah. Salpy's yelling at me. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I love it. Please feel free to ask questions anytime. I'd love to answer them. And again, if you guys need more examples or more catered towards your own personal life, like, totally happy to dive into it and talk about it with you guys. Okay. So some things that you can do, which you could also find this on our blog if you like to read things and see, or something to refer to after this video, is just, you know, when you're going out during the week or on the weekends, you always want to make sure that you're staying hydrated. So Booty King is actually, he's enjoying his life right now. He's enjoying his 80-20 balance. But he is just, you know, taking a little social media break. We all need that sometimes. And he's just enjoying life with Africa. But yeah, we all need a social media break for sure. But okay, so some things to plan for to help keep that 80-20 rule is basically, like I was saying, staying hydrated. If you know that you're going out on a Friday night, Saturday night, just, you know you're gonna go out, just make sure you're staying hydrated. You can literally stay hydrated. I have it right here. Like, I literally have my hydration stick packs in here. Let me show you guys. Like, this is literally in my water as we speak right now, because it literally gets me going and it keeps me hydrated throughout, because I'm talking so much on these live streams. But yeah, no, it's literally the best thing ever. So just drink one of those before you go out. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're drinking your water anytime you go out before a fun night out, because just think about it. If the next day you wake up Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and you had a crazy night out and you didn't hydrate, you didn't drink your water, like, can you imagine how much of a headache and how sluggish you're gonna feel versus if you just drank your water? And this is just to help set up that 80-20 balance, where you're still making sure that you're taking care of your body, you're nourishing your body, you're recovering your body, you're resting your body, like, and hydrating it completely, because the next day you're gonna feel way better versus if you didn't do any of that. And it's just gonna slow down your process. It's gonna make it harder for you to actually stick to the routine, and it's gonna make you dread it. It's gonna slow you down in terms of actually going to the gym. So imagine just like, you go out Saturday night, okay? You go out, you're drinking, you didn't hydrate. Sunday, you're gone. Like, that's a whole day out the window because you didn't stay hydrated. And then now Monday morning, you're like, this happened to me, guys. Like, this literally happened to me. Like, I'm speaking from experience, and I'm sure this has happened to other people who are watching right now. But like, literally Monday, I was like, I can't even go to the gym right now because I'm still tired. I'm still sluggish. I need another day to recover. And that's just another added day of missing out from going to the gym. I did see a question, so let me go back. Do you think bread makes a meal more unhealthy? Because I see a lot of people that work out cut out bread. No, I love bread. Bread, okay, carbs, oh my gosh, carbs and protein right after a meal is literally key to seeing your results. And not only just seeing your results, but it's helping like nourish your body. It's giving you energy so that way, one, you can continue working out, and two, continue getting through your day. And three, when you eat all those like carbs and proteins like during dinner time, and then the next day you work out in the morning, you're gonna feel so energized. Like, I love carbs. I love carbs. And you know, there are some people who prefer it. You know, it all depends on your body type. Some people genuinely like cannot have gluten or bread or any sort of like bread products. But you know, if you are able to tolerate that and you feel great and you feel fine, like it's all within moderation. That's the whole point of 80-20 rule, is just having everything in moderation, you know, making sure that you're not, I wouldn't say go ahead and eat the whole roll of bread, but like for example, like for breakfast, I'll have a bagel, half of a bagel sometimes. I won't typically eat the whole bagel, but I'll have half of it because it's a great source of protein and it's a healthier alternative than just having like white bread. There's always an alternative also. So if you want to continue to incorporate bread into your routine, you could always find that lower carb alternative, just so that way you can continuously get the energy from the bread, and just carbs in general. But yeah, no, I think it's a great, like I love my bread. I will have pizza, I will have hamburgers, I will have sandwiches. Like I won't have it every single day for every single meal, but I'm having it a solid amount of times throughout the week. So I highly recommend it. It's a great source of energy. But again, if your body just doesn't want that, because I know some people genuinely cannot consume bread and lose weight. Like I totally get that. And that just comes from like, you know, your own personal body. And you know your body better than I do. So, but I totally recommend it. And it just helps people not think of things in a restrictive mindset. Because I know for me, like when I first started in the fitness journey, like I said, literally first 3 to 4 years, majority of my journey, I was, you know, very restrictive with myself. Like I was scared to eat out. I was scared to even like touch anybody else's food because I didn't know the ingredients that went into it. I didn't know how much the calories were gonna be. I wanted to like make everything myself because I was counting calories like crazy. So, you know, and once the moment I stopped counting calories, I felt so much better with like me being able to build a healthier relationship with food. And that's like overall key for the 80-20 rule. Let's see, was there another question? Oh yes, like it's literally like what Salpi said. There's no specific food that is bad. You can literally eat anything and everything as long as you're not allergic to it. Don't go ahead and like poison yourself. But you can literally eat anything. It's all about moderation. And you know, like I mentioned, you don't want to go ahead and have, like for example, I'm going to refer to my husband because he has this issue and I've learned to not have that issue. And so he's like my prime example. He has like the worst moderation portion control. And I have I've literally wired my brain to be able to just be like, one serving is good for me. I just eat. I don't even eat until I'm full. I just literally eat one serving because I know I have so many other meals throughout the day that I need to get through. So I'm not gonna eat to the point where I'm like so full and stuffed that I can't move, that I can't function. So that's just my take on that. But basically, it's all about moderation. You don't wanna go ahead and like have 5 slices of toast if you know that like you're gonna have a sandwich for dinner. That's already like a lot of bread going on in just one day. And that alone can like back up your whole digestive system. So just something to keep note of. It's all about moderation. It's not about something that is in particularly bad for you. Just like you can have your white pastas, you can have your white bread. It's all about moderation. Like I love my white pastas and my white bread more than my brown breads and brown pastas, but like, yeah, it's all about balance. I'm not having that every single day and I'm not eating it multiple times a day. It's usually like one serving every other day or every couple days. So just things to keep in mind. Let's see, were there any other questions that I missed before I continue to the next point? Okay, looks good. Okay, so yeah, you just wanna make sure that you're staying hydrated. Just to go back to that topic, you wanna make sure that you're staying hydrated because you don't want to wake up the next morning feeling so sluggish and tired after a night out, because like we've been talking about, it's all about balance. You want to go out, you want to go party, you want to enjoy a nice meal with your friends, celebrating somebody's birthday, but you also want to be able to wake up the next morning and not feel like completely like a zombie. So make sure that you hydrate. If you know that you're going out, drink all the water, take your hydration stick, all prior to going out, drink your water throughout the evening, so that way you're saving future you, okay? Speaking of staying hydrated, I'm gonna take a sip of mine. Okay, so the next thing to also keep in mind of is, yes, it is so nice to go out for dinner and to get a whole pizza, but like what we talked about, it's all about moderation. If you see that the entire pizza, when you go out to a nice restaurant, is going to be like 1,500 calories, and it's like, that's just for you to eat, like you're not sharing it with anybody else, you know, you could just eat half of it, box up the rest, save it for another time. You don't need to get it all, because typically when you're eating a whole entire slice, I'm just using pizza for an example, this can be applied to like literally anything. But if you're eating like something like this that's pretty dense in its nutrients, it's not giving you everything that you need. Like there's not a lot of protein going on in there. I would definitely say making sure that you are incorporating your protein throughout the day, because protein does fill you up more. So now that you know that, picture that you're going to get this huge giant pizza, and there's no protein on it. That's one, not gonna fill you up. Even if you ate half of it, you're probably gonna have this urgency to snack on something else later on in the evening, and that's just gonna promote, you know, not an effective digestive system going on, because you're eating later in the night because you're still hungry. So, you know, some things that you can do is ask the restaurant, like, hey, can I add chicken as a topping? And that way you know that you're getting some sort of protein in there, along with enjoying your slices of pizza. But again, we don't want to eat like the whole pizza, unless it's a small one. If it's a small one, but I'm talking like those big ones where it's like 1,500 calories just for like you alone, like that sounds like a lot. And it's not coming from like the best ingredients in terms to like get all your macros in, and a way to make all of your calories into just one meal like that. Guys, I don't know why it keeps kicking me off. This happens all the time when I go live on Instagram. Only Instagram. I don't know why it keeps kicking me off. I am so sorry that it keeps kicking me off every time I try to, yeah, I don't know what's happening. I appreciate everybody coming back, and I'm so sorry to the few people that did ask questions. I know, I was literally about to answer a question too, Salpy. Wait, let me go ahead and make you moderator again. But I don't know why it does that. It literally will just randomly, can't hear you. I don't know if that's just me. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? If somebody can say yes, that would be great. If somebody can let me know if they can hear me. Salpy says that she can't hear me. Can you hear me?
I'll check right now.
Oh, okay. Angie, Irene, and my mom all said yes. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why it keeps kicking me off of Instagram. It just randomly does this. Usually when I get to like that halfway point of like an hour, it like kicks me off. I'm not sure why. Need to look into that. But if you were asking me questions, there was somebody I was literally in the middle of reading a question right when it kicked me off. So if that was you and you asked your question, I am so sorry. I did see 2 questions that I didn't get a chance to. Salpy. So if you did ask a question, please, please, please let me know if you are able to ask it again. I would love to try and answer it and be able to help. I'm so sorry. But yeah, in the meantime, I was talking about protein, like getting your protein in. And also like make sure, if you know that you're going out on Friday night and you know there's gonna be like drinking involved and everything and going out to eat at a restaurant and whatnot, make sure you're eating your protein and taking your protein like literally, where is it? I have it here. make sure you're taking your protein throughout the day because one, that's gonna help fill you up and just overall make you full throughout the day so that way you don't have this urgency to snack at night too much if that's something that, you know, you're struggling with. And plus you want to have all the nutrients and feeling full because especially if you're gonna be drinking that night, you don't wanna have any issues the next day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know you guys know what I'm saying, what I'm leaning towards here. So just make sure that you're getting your protein in because it is gonna overall help you. But yeah, it's just gonna help reduce the cravings, it's gonna help you feel full, and it's just gonna overall, you know, have a good time with your friends. You wanna be able to enjoy the night with your friends and remember it. Okay, so the next tip I have for you guys is just making sure that you're supporting your gut health with the 80-20 rule. So when you are going out to eat, a lot of the times, you know, we go to restaurants, it takes a lot longer when you're going out with a big or large party, and you have to wait. Like I literally have my friend's birthday this Friday, and our reservation for the restaurant isn't until 9 p.m. Like I'm literally gonna probably be eating dinner at 10 p.m. And that's a lot. That does a lot to your digestive system because it's harder to break down the food. Probably gonna feel more bloated, probably gonna feel a little sluggish from it because I'm not used to eating at that time. But again, we wanna have that 80-20 rule where you're not restricting yourself to be like, oh, it's 8 o'clock, I can't eat anything like after 8 o'clock. Because then I'm gonna go out to eat with my friends. Like what, am I supposed to just sit there and watch them eat? Like that's no fun. We wanna be able to have balance. We wanna be able to enjoy the night with your friends. Like this is just my situation, but I'm hoping it applies to you in some way, shape or form. So that way the next time you're going out, you're not feeling that need to like, oh, I can't eat, I can't go out and eat. Because like, how often are you gonna be able to go out with your friends and eat? How like, not every day is promised. So go out and enjoy life. Go out and eat with your friends. Go out and just dance the night away, whatever. Have a drink or two, whatever. Just have that balance. If you know that that's the one and only day that you're gonna go out that week, enjoy it. But prepare for it is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Preparing for it and how you can prepare your gut for those late night evenings is just taking your greens. I don't know if I have my greens in here. I think my greens is elsewhere. But taking your greens supplement powder, so that way, you know, you're helping your digestive system in the long run. You're thanking future you. And it's just because, you know, you don't want to go out and eat super late because one, you might feel bloated. Two, it might give you like an upset stomach because you're not used to it. And plus, late night and rich foods can typically cause those upset stomachs. But yeah, you wanna make sure that you're getting your one soul greens in there so that way it can help with your digestive system and keep your gut healthy. Somebody said, I love your corgi sweater, where'd you get it? I got it from Etsy, actually. I just got a corgi like a couple weeks ago. Oh my gosh, almost like a month ago. And I've just been like on my whole like dog mom era and just being like obsessive over it and just everything's corgis now. So that's just me being crazy. But I got it from Etsy. I'm sure they have other dog versions too. But yeah, okay, going back to my talking points here, I have two more. The next point I have for you guys is focusing on consistency. And again, all of this can be found on our blog, so that way if you guys like to read things more or refer back to something that you can read, it's all on our blog at onesoul.com. So just to keep in mind. But the next one is focusing on consistency. So you want to think of everything as more of like a consistent basis, not that all or nothing thinking. You don't want to go through the whole process of your journey thinking that, you know, it's all or nothing. You want to do everything consistently. And so that could be different for everybody. Like, again, like me taking my creatine every single day at 6 p.m., that's what's consistent for me, but that might not be what's consistent for you. You find out what time works best for you, even if that means after your workout, before your workout, right before bed, like whatever works, as long as you're consistent. And that goes for everything throughout your journey. That doesn't mean like, you know, oh, like you woke up and, you're not feeling like going to the gym, go to the gym. Even if you're just going to do a 30-minute workout, build that consistency, okay? Build the habit of continuously going and showing up for yourself, because the moment that you stop doing that, somebody said I can't shop. Yes, just BRB and go shop, and then you can come back on here. And we have everything recorded. We're gonna have it all edited and posted in a reel for you guys. Yes, exactly, consistency is key. If you know that you're going out Friday night, like I said, I'm using my Friday night as an example. If you know that you're going out Friday night, and if you know you have kids, if you have work, and there's no way, shape, or form for you to go to the gym in the morning of that day, then just know that whatever you do that night is gonna reflect your Saturday, because you just lost Friday's workout, and if you don't take care of yourself during the day to prepare you for that Friday evening, you might have just lost your Saturday workout as well. And now you've just lost 2 opportunities for you to be able to go to the gym and build consistency. So with that being said, take care of yourself the day of and every day, but especially if you know that you're gonna go out that night and enjoy your evening with your friends, your family, your loved one, whoever, and you know that there's gonna be some eating and drinking, whatever, to have a good time, live life. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself that day. Make sure that so that way the next day you'll be able to make sure that you go and work out Saturday. If you're somebody who is able to go work out Friday, go work out in the morning. Make the time for it. Work out before you have to go to whatever your evening occasion is. You can make the time for it. I saw something about how if you could work 40 hours for somebody else, you can put in 1 hour a day for you. So let that sink in. Think about that. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people who just joined. If you can work 40 plus hours for somebody else, you can devote 1 hour to you, okay? This is your life. You can take over, you can manage it, you can adjust it, you can find a way. I promise that you can. It's all about your priorities, and I get it. If you have kids, they're number one. I know, I get it. I'm just messing with you guys. But no, for real, it's all about your priorities. You can make time for it. Even if it's 30 minutes every day, build the habit, and eventually increase it to 35, increase it to 40 minutes, increase it to 45 minutes. You know the drill, okay? But consistency, consistency, consistency. I cannot stress that enough. Okay. I love my One Soul on my 4th bottle now. Yeah, no. Wait, which One Soul product are you taking? Is it your creatine? Oh my gosh. If it is, I'm assuming it is because you said bottle, but we have so many bottles. Let's see, did I miss any other questions? But I'm excited. I've been taking my creatine for almost 2 months now, a little over a month and a half. And I am so excited. I've been seeing so many results. I cannot wait to see how I'll be looking for the summer. I cannot wait. Have never used any of these products, but I purchased a couple of supplements and I truly am excited. Awesome. Which ones did you get? So excited for you. My boyfriend had friends over and one of their girlfriends stole, oh no, oh my gosh, stole most of my burn bills. I had 50 and was left with 17. Oh my gosh, they must have known One Soul supplements. One Soul supplements, guys, lock her away. Lock away your supplements, throw away the key, or keep the key somewhere only you know where it's at. We don't want another situation like that happening. I can't believe that happened to you. I'm so sorry. Sorry, there's a garbage truck or something passing by right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's super loud. I'm just gonna wait for that to pass. Because, oh my gosh, that is such a crazy story. She literally saw it, you open your cabinet, she literally saw it and was like, oh, I need that. I wanna get snatched for summer. I can't believe she took them. Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy. I would literally hide my supplements at that point. I would have trust issues. Also with the pre-workout, I still get jitters. Should I cut the dose in half? You most definitely can. Are you taking it every single day? I wouldn't take it every single day. I would take it maybe like every couple days, just so you're not building that tolerance, and maybe it'll help. But are you drinking enough water? Are you eating your food? How many scoops are you taking right now? But yeah, I would definitely cut it in half if you're not enjoying that feeling. But yeah. When will fresas con crema come back? It's in the process. It's in the process. Oh yeah, Salpi already responded. It's in the process. We are working hard on it, and we have something so exciting in the making right now. Like, I am like really trying to keep it in, but we have something that's coming, and we cannot, like, look at me. I'm like literally like itching to tell you guys. We have something in the process right now that's literally gonna be life changing for you guys. And it's something that you guys are always asking about and always wanting. And so I'll give you a hint though, it has to do with a bundle. So, but it's actually crazy. I cannot wait for you guys to find out. But that's in the near future, very near future. Okay, I had a display with my products because the creatine is so cute. Yeah, I locked them in my room now if he has company. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I got the pre-workout creatine and the hydration. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love our creatine. And literally I have hydration right now in here. So good. It's literally helping me like recover my voice while I'm talking. I'm using the burn supplements but not exercising. However, I'm eating better. Will I still see the effects of the burn pills? You will like see something going on. You won't, okay, let me reword that. You'll feel a difference with the burn pills because, you know, you're eating better. The burn pills is helping you feel energized. It's helping, you know, not overeat, or it's helping suppress the urge to overconsume. So it is helping you in that way. I would recommend, you know, even if it's just 30 minutes a workout, you could do it at home, you could go on a walk. Like, walking is so like beneficial and underrated that people don't think about. Even if you're just walking around your neighborhood, highly recommend that you incorporate some form of exercises, just so that way, you know, you can start to, you know, see more results physically, more than, but again, eating is like number one. But yeah, for sure, you will feel a difference and you'll see some of a difference, but highly recommend that you do start incorporating exercises. But again, I don't want to take away of how you're eating well. Like, that's amazing. That's literally what it's intended to do, is to help you eat better and control the moderation, be able to eat in moderation, be able to, you know, suppress the urgency of over consuming if that's something that you have a problem with. But yeah. I've been taking your supplements for a year now, and let me say the best. Oh my gosh, hi Irene. Awesome, no, I love that. Yes, there are 20 servings in each of our protein packages. There's 20 in each one. Totally up to you if you want to like split it in half. You can most definitely do that if you want to like break it up. But yeah, that's okay, Kimberly. We all have our preferences on taste. I personally love it. I know a lot of people love it. And it is in the process of coming back, I promise. But horchata is definitely a great one as well. There's just so many good flavors to choose from. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys just like a couple, like maybe 3 more minutes of questions that you guys may have. Oh wait, I forgot to actually tell you guys my last talking point tip, which is to plan for setbacks, which I kind of talked about already. Just to give you guys a recap, basically, if you know that you're going out Friday night, make sure that you're planning in advance if you need to work out Friday morning, or make sure that you're taking care of, or you should regardless take care of yourself throughout the day. But take extra care of yourself so that way you can go work out Saturday if you need to replace your Friday workout, whatever the case may be. Just plan ahead. If you can plan ahead for somebody else at work, you can plan ahead for yourself. You are important. If you have kids and you have to plan their appointments, you can definitely plan ahead when you can go ahead and get a workout in. So it's all about taking care of you and finding your priorities and making sure it aligns with that 80-20 rule. and balancing your life. What was the thing that you mentioned in the beginning, creatine for 7 days? Yeah, that's called a loading phase. The loading phase for taking creatine, you can take, it's 20 grams, but highly recommend that you break it up, meaning that you take, 5 grams in the morning, 5 grams maybe around 11 o'clock, 5 grams around afternoon time, 5 grams around the evening time. As long as you're getting 20 grams throughout the day, I recommend that you split it up, and you'll do that for 7 days, which kind of speeds up the process of creatine to be effective. If you were like me, I take creatine 1 scoop a day, so it takes about 4 weeks for the creatine to actually start working and for me to start seeing the results. And that's exactly what I noticed. Like as soon as I hit after my 4 months is when I started to see the results. But that's why people do the loading phase, which is optional, not required. You can most definitely, be patient and take your time with your creatine journey. But if you are looking to speed things up and you want to start seeing results right after a week, you can do the loading phase, which is taking 20 grams of creatine for 7 days. For 7 days. So you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure you're drinking a lot of water and just make sure that you're splitting it up throughout the day, because you don't want to take 20 grams of creatine in one sitting. That's just like a lot. But totally safe to do. And again, it's only for 7 days. So after the 7th day, you can go ahead and just take 1 scoop a day, and you'll start seeing results a lot quicker. Yeah, of course. No worries. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I loved talking with you guys. I'll see you guys next Wednesday at 3 p.m. and we'll go ahead and let you guys pick the topic. I'll put a poll up tomorrow. Bye, guys. I'll see you next week.